Hi everyone, Psalmist David here with Fresh Bread. Again, a word of inspiration and then some music. Let the Lord lead in that area. And it's going to be fun today again because I have a word. I was part of a service this day, and we had a precious word as a principal was speaking to the school for the first time. And his word to them was, it's a different year. Of course, we're all, I don't know when you're seeing this, but we're all transitioning into 2023, which is a new year for us. And we are facing some, trials and testing, some different things, but it's the same God. It's the same God who brought us through 2021, 2020, 2022, and now into 2023. The same God, he has not changed. And circumstances change, but God does not change. God doesn't have to change because he's God. And his ability to cope with the differences hasn't changed. And so the word really is, and it's taken from Numbers, where the children of Israel wanted quail and, take us back to Egypt and da. And God said, okay, I'm going to give them this quail and so on, and they'll have it for the whole month. And Moses, his natural, wise mind, is thinking, there's 600,000 men, far less women and children. How are you going to get enough meat to feed all of these people? God says, is my hand shortened? Have I changed from being God? And that's what I want to tell you today. Because maybe there's some things facing you that are different, and the clouds, the ominous clouds are starting to circle, and you're wondering, oh my goodness, God, are we going to get through this? How are we ever going to get through? God's telling you his hand isn't shortened. He hasn't changed his name. He's still omnipotent. Omniscient. He's still all. He's still God. So whatever you're going through, understand that God has not changed. And that gave rise to a song that I'm just going to encourage you with today and bless you. That the year has changed, maybe some of the circumstances, maybe some of the players have changed, but I want you to know that God does not change. Jesus Christ still the same yesterday, today, and forever. God's methods will need to change because the circumstances have changed. So don't think that God's going to do the same thing the same way. And so this is where Moses couldn't figure this out, because manna came every day. They got their little manna seeds, they dropped on the ground, and they could go cook it, boil it, fry it, bake it, whatever. But this quail was going to be something different. So God, how are you going to do? Quail is not manna. So what are we, So don't look for God to do the same thing the same way in 2023. This is 2023, different day, different circumstances, but God is the same. So he's going to meet your needs the same way. He's going to take care of you the same way. He's going to comfort you the same way. Be at peace, be at rest in God. The same God we trusted all through 2022 is with us in 2023. All right, so be blessed with this now. The song is a different year, but God, you're the same. Amen. It's a different year, but God, you're the same. Your hand is not short. You do not change. It's a different year. God, you're the same. Your hand isn't short. You do not change. You've provided before. When we put your kingdom first, you've set us apart, shown us your heart. Now we are marked by you. It's a different year. God, you're the same. Your hand isn't short. You do not change. No, it's a different year. God, you're the same. Your hand isn't short. You do not change. We trust in you in all our ways. we see your hand, and we look to you, all-knowing God. Establish your plan, it's a different year. God, you're the same. Your hand isn't short. You do not change. It's a different year. God, you're the same. Your hand isn't short. You do not change. There is no fear. No fear, no fear. We have no fear. It's a different year. But God, you're the same. There is no fear. It's a different year. But God, you're the same. We have no fear. It's a different year. God, you're the same. It's a different year. God, you're the same. And your hand isn't short. You do not change. No, it's a different year. God, you're the same. Your hand isn't short. You'll never change. You'll never change, oh God. You never change, oh God. We're grateful you never change. You're always the same. The same yesterday, today, forever. We know we can trust you, whatever may come, 'cause those circumstances will change. You never will. Oh God, you're the same. You're looking out for your children, so we can trust in you in all our ways. We see your hand. We look to you, all-knowing God. Establish your plan. You've provided before. When we put your kingdom first, you've set us apart, shown us your heart. Now we are marked by you. It's a different year. God, you're the same. Your hand isn't short. You do not change. It's a different year. God, you're the same. Your hand isn't shortened at all. Oh God, we thank you for that. Your hand isn't shortened at all. Oh God, yeah. Your hand isn't short. No, 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 no. Your hand isn't short. You will do whatever you said you will do. Your hand isn't short, oh God. You take care of your own. Your hand isn't short, oh God. You do not change. Never changes. The year will change, but God doesn't change. Be blessed, be blessed, be blessed. Go forth in victory.